Hello, I'm Sharla McBride, and you're watching PA Harness Week. Wednesday, November 21st was the final day of racing for the season here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. So we decided to take the show on the road and get one final stop at Pocono before the season's close. When good things come to an end, it's always nice to recap the best moments, and that's exactly what we're doing this week as we look back to the 2012 season here at Pocono. Plus, we'll talk about next season and preview the Breeders' Crown coming back here to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. A little later, we'll talk with one of the top trainers in the country, Hall of Famer Jimmy Takter. Keep it right here for racing's fastest-paced half hour. It's all starting right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
Oh, my God.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway. Starting fast outside here is Brent Messenger to the early. 5 and 4 the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome to PA Harness Week. We are in different environs, as you can see. We are at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, and they have now closed for the season, but as Elton John was once famous for singing, "Don't let the sun go down on me." Well, Mohegan Sun is not going to go down on you because they're still going to be open for simulcasting, and all kinds of great activity is taking place here at the Sun. Right, Heather?
That's right. And there's still the casinos open. There's great shopping. There's great restaurants. There's so much still happening at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs.
Yes, indeed. The year 2012 has just completed, and it was a stellar year. Business was really up, and their signal they sent out was really, they did some big business, and they're looking forward to 2013 because the Breeders' Crown is coming up, all kinds of good stuff. And we caught up with Vice President of Racing, Dale Rapson, for his reflection of what happened in the recently completed meet. Dale, another stellar year at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. You guys keep doing it year after year. Top quality horse racing, great drivers, great trainers. Your oval is just amazing to look at. As you reflect back on the year 2012, what are your best thoughts?
Well, again, the racing was tremendous, and we got some big races in. PHHA really got some great stake races in this year. That probably was the highlight of the year. I think the one thing that was, we saw a big increase in our export handle. That means people taking our races across the country. It was up like about 32%. So I guess that would be definitely our highlight. But again, it was just a great racing here. And, you know, I know the stake races are great, but our overnight races are so competitive. And, you know, like I said, I've been here over 30 years. And, you know, these guys go out 100% every night on every race, and it's great to see.
For somebody like you who's been here so long, and you've come full circle from where you were to now, it must be mind-blowing, right?
Yeah, when I opened up, my first year was 1980, you had little black and white monitors, you had cobwebs, you had like the heating units running, that was your ceiling, it was concrete walls, concrete floors. You know, if you want to make a bet, a $2 bet was in one line, a $2 place bet was in another line, and so on. But you know, technology, but I think the biggest improvement is since Mohegan Sun came over is our infield and our jumbo board and the infield. I mean, it's something that you're proud of.
Let's look in the crystal ball to the year ahead, 2013, and what are your expectations?
Well, you know, of course, we're optimistic. You know, we're going to start a little bit earlier this year. We're going to start about 10 days earlier and maybe try to finish a little bit earlier. But we're going to have big races again, the great races. And, of course, the Breeders' Crown will be the highlight of the year without a doubt. But again, you know, more of the same, I think. Just great racing, great drivers, great trainers, competitive racing. And, you know, we'll go from there.
Thank you so much, Dale Rapson. And a little later on, the new president and general manager of Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, Mike Bean, will be with us, and we'll talk to him about what's on his agenda for the upcoming year. Now, the Breeders' Crown is coming, as we mentioned, in 2013, but let's go back to 2010. The last time the Breeders' Crown was here, it was a stellar, major, mega event. And one of the biggest races was the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. This was like off the charts great, and it was also one of your favorites. favorite races, right, Heather?
Oh, yes. Rock and Roll Heaven won it with Dan Dubé driving, and I'll never forget the race call. And at the end, Jim Bavilia's like, he's unbeatable, he's unstoppable. I mean, it was unbelievable, his race call. He was getting so excited.
And what about when he went 3/4 in 119 and he went, are you kidding me? It was a great call.
Rock and Roll Heaven clear by 2. 3/4, 119 and 4. 26 and 2. Are you kidding me here? Rock and Roll Heaven is out here by 4 full lengths. Trying to stay close. Rocket Image, Fred and Ginger is third. At the top of the stretch, Rock and Roll Heaven is extending his lead. He's unstoppable. He's untouchable. He's unbeatable tonight. Rock and Roll Heaven, a coronation of the Breeders' Crown Final. Limpton going away in 149 flat.
So, of course, Rock and Roll Heaven wins. Dan Dubé driving for trainer Bruce Saunders in 149 flat. That was an absolute stellar field. Horses like Fred and Ginger were in there. We will see. Now, Rock and Roll Heaven ended up ending his career at the end of that season as a 3-year-old with $2.7 million in the bank, and he went on to be 2010 Horse of the Year.
And he left all those other great horses for dead. I mean, he won for fun.
He was amazing. So just imagine the horses that you're going to see in 2013 here at Breeders' Crown.
Absolutely. And when we come back, 2012 was a great year here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, and our Kelly Connors will review many of them for you, so don't think about going anyplace.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
NF quotable got
Why do so many winners travel in EB trailers? They love the ride. EB Pacesetter trailers deliver your horses in peak condition, ready to race every time. Designed to provide safe and comfortable transport for standard-bred racehorses, EB's Pacesetter Series trailers are the preferred choice of professional standard-bred trainers and breeders nationwide. All EB Pacesetter models feature custom standard-bred options and excellent airflow and aligned interior sealing to keep your horses fresh and comfortable. Every EB trailer has commercial quality componentry and riveted sidewall construction engineered and designed to stand up to constant and rigorous horse and road use. And a sleek aerodynamic nose design that also delivers improved fuel savings. More winners ride with EB than any other trailer. EB, setting the pace in standard-bred horse transportation.
Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. This week from Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, the recently concluded meet here. And Heather, I got to tell you, I think I'm getting old.
Why?
Look at the size of the font on this.
Wow. Yeah, you
I mean,
are.
like Stevie Wonder could read this. Check this out, right? I thought I should bring that up, you know?
Okay. Is that like font like 85?
It looks like 95. It's huge. You can't miss reading this baby. Okay. As we mentioned before, our Kelly Connors is reviewing the year that happened in 2012 at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. So much interesting stuff took place. Let's check it out.
As the sun sets on another season of live racing at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, it's time to turn our attention to the stars. The All-Stars. The best of the best went head-to-head throughout the year, leaving track and world records by the wayside.
American Jewel. She cashes in to win by a length.
Two of the most prestigious records were set within weeks of each other. First came Gogoo Gaaga's jaw-dropping performance in the Earl Beale Memorial Trot, sweeping to victory in 1:50 and 4, the fastest mile ever trotted on a 5/8 mile track.
This was his first big test. I would say he passed it. Gogoo Gaagaa is just trotting in a different world than the rest of them right now.
Then the ultra-tough Economy Terror terrorized the field of Pennsylvania Stakes champions, setting a track mark by pacing the mile in 1:49 flat.
Watch the timer as she romps to the line. Economy Terror by 6 in 1:49 flat.
Outstanding performances spilled over into the overnights. One of Pocono's favorites, 2 Huey picks up the honor for Top Mare of the Year. It's always easy to spot this 4-year-old trotter on the track, not just by her shades, but through her fearless front-end speed. She's hit the board in over 50% of her starts for trainer Don Wiest and lowered the world record in May.
It's great. I waited my whole life to get a world champion, and I finally got one, and I mean to tell you, she gives 100% every time she goes.
Another mare receiving top honors is Billmar Scooter. As Pacer of the Year, this standout won 8 of her 11 Pocono starts for husband and wife team Tyler and Amber Buter.
Billmar Scooter, it's her race. Billmar Scooter, what a way to finish it. The Pacer of the Year shows us why.
On the training side, Chris Oakes dominated the standings, picking up wins in everything from 5 claimers all the way up to world champions.
I just like to race horses, and it feels just as good to win to me a race like this here with a 7,500 claimer trot as it does the Breeders' Crown. Obviously, the Breeders' Crown is a little more special, but just the feeling of winning is a special feeling. I set goals for myself, and I'm glad to have achieved it. It's a very tough thing to do. There's a lot of great trainers here, and it's an honor.
As far as trotters go, Anders Bluestone rose to the cream of the crop, finishing in the money every time he stepped foot on the Pocono track. One of his wins came in open company, going up against rival Arch Madness in October.
Anders Bluestone pulls off the upset.
Pocono's standout driver was George Napolitano Jr. His aggressive driving style landed Nap in the Pocono winner's circle over 300 times and winning close to $3.5 million in purses.
I'm so blessed to have some great trainers. I got, Chris Oakes and Mark Ford and Renee Allard and, just the top guys that keep on putting you on. And, they got faith in you. And, it's really hard for a catch driver, when you got 4 or 5 of your best trainers in the same race and, you don't know what to do. It's painful. But, the guys have been really good to me, and they know, we're in it for 5%, but we try and stay as loyal as we can.
Yes.
But I'm just so thankful. A lot of talent here. It's great, great bunch of drivers, and it ain't as easy as it looks.
Last but certainly not least was the horse who won over the hearts of the Pocono faithful, fan favorite A Million Pennies. He's also a favorite for trainer and driver Matt Romano, who scored his 2,500th driving win with Pennies this summer.
I couldn't want anything more than this. He makes me come to the track every Saturday night. If I didn't have any other horse to drive, I'd love to drive him every week. He's just so easy to drive, and the fans appreciate it, and the announcer appreciates it.
All in all, 2012 was no doubt one for the history books. And as we close the chapter on the season, we look forward to writing a whole new one, highlighted by the Breeders' Crown in 2013.
Thank you, Kelly. And now, what's going to happen in 2013 here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs? Would you like to meet the new the president and general manager of this place? Yeah? Well, here he is. His name is Mike Bean.
Mike, even though the live racing is over for the season, there's still so much to do here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs.
Yes, there certainly is. We have wonderful restaurants here, lots of gaming. We have over 2,000 slot machines, 86 table games. We have 14 restaurants, a number of retail outlets, and it's really a tremendous place to visit year-round. And we're sad to see racing go, but there's still plenty more to do here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. We're excited about the construction going on with our hotel. We have a 238-room hotel that's on its way to being completed about a year from now. We're going to have 20 suites, or 20,000 square feet of convention space, and some additional amenities there. So we're very excited about all the changes that are going on.
I just would like to stress one thing. The shopping here is really great. So just from a lady's point of view, I just really want to make that point clear. Next year really will be here around the corner. Time flies. Breeders' Crown is going to be here. How excited are you about that?
We're very excited about the Breeders' Crown returning to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. We did a great job. We have lots of great fans and a lot of great team members who take care of our fans every day, and we're all looking forward to having the Breeders' Crown return here next year, and it'll be a lot of fun. It's an exciting event, and we're starting to plan it right now.
It really is. Once again, let me put my 2 cents in. The best horses, the best drivers, the best trainers. I mean, it's just an amazing event.
It was a lot of fun, and we look forward to seeing everybody again.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you, Mike. It's going to be a big year. We know it here in 2013 at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. And when we come back, we're going to have action from the final racing week here for 2012 at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. So don't go anyplace.
And now Pembroke Heatwave takes the lead from Zytomyra.
Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hello there, you racing fans, and we're back here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs for this edition of PA Harness Week. And the blonde to my left, you may have noticed, the familiar face, she's Heather Moffett. And Heather, I got to talk to you about Jimmy Takter. 2012, great year for him. It was culminated by his induction into the
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, and he just won a gazillion races, right?
Oh, gosh, he had a spectacular year. Next to Meatballs and Tiger Woods' wife, he's probably the next best thing to come out of Sweden. You know, he is really Sweden's gift to harness racing, and we caught up with him recently to find out about the amazing 2012 year he had.
I'm here with trainer Jimmy Takter. Jimmy, you had a huge year in 2012, inducted into the Hall of Fame. You had a few wins at the Breeders' Crown, but what was your favorite moment?
I don't know. I mean, you know, it's all big races. You know, you compare them. You know, you really can't. You know, I mean, I'm proud over my horses. You know, whole my organization, my staff, my horses, and I had great owners, and things worked out. You know, I mean, we've been basically having 20 good years. So it's, but this year is personal best. You know, over 9 million. Of course, is something that is not easy to do with a size of stable we have. We just have 50 horses, so it's not that easy to do.
You mentioned 20 good years of success. What is the secret to your success?
I don't know. I mean, you know, we've been doing this for many years, and I think I developed myself, and you know, develop a concept in my own way how I want to develop these horses, and I do it very unique way, very different from anybody else. So it's something that I, especially my 3-year-olds this year, worked out really good.
One of the best years of your career this year. How do you top that? What's next for 2013?
Well, you keep going. You know, you try to develop new horses, and you know, this is way of life. I mean, you know, you come up with new one and new excitement, and you know, things. Of course, is a little deja vu. You know, I mean, you know, standing here in Pocono again, and you know, but you know, it's always exciting this time of the year when you get new babies and develop them.
We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jimmy, and much continued success in your endeavors in the harness racing field. He's even winning. He's a driver now. Before he was pretty much just a trainer. Now he wins all over the place, too, as a driver.
Yeah, because usually he has like 3 or 4 horses in a race, and, you know, he has to drive one of them, I guess, right?
Like nobody's lining up to drive his horses. Why would they want to do that, right? Okay, back to racing action. Saturday's 4th race here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. It was a condition trot for non-winners of $25,000 in their last 5 starts. 21 dimes on the line. A wild one here. Number 4, Photo King with Mike Simons was 7-5. Number 5, Summer Indian went off at 5-2 with Matt Gicali. And number 1, definitely Mamie. And if you remember, the only Mamie in the world who's ever named Mamie was Mamie Eisenhower, then you're very old. With Andrew McCarthy was 3-1. Here's the call.
Zytomyra, the mare who's had some success here at Pocono this year, on top for Jackie Ingracia. Photo King has the pocket and is the 7-5 favorite. He's dropping tonight. Definitely Mamie, another mare there, is 3rd. Pembroke Heatwave, yet another distaff trotter, 4th. That's a well-traveled mare who's faced some tough competition. The 3-year-old, that is Summer Indian, now heading to the outside on the tab inside of him. And Imperial Count, the trailer. Half mile 57 even, 29 and 4 second panel. That's a good number if you're a Zytomyra fan, because she was well rated there, didn't have to work too hard. Photo King with the good trip on the outside. Pembroke Heatwave going to speed things up now. First over and coming up quickly into contention. Also out there, Summer Indian trying to catch that live cover. Inside, definitely maybe. At the back, Imperial Count and the trailers on the tab. And now Pembroke Heatwave takes the lead from Zytomyra. 3/4, 125 and 2, 28 and 2, third panel. Pembroke Heatwave trying to get past Zytomyra. Summer Indian coming up strong out wide. Photo King and Imperial Count looking for him. Definitely Mamie as the inside. Anybody's race now. Zytomyra outside Summer Indian. Here comes definitely Mamie getting the trip of trips. Definitely Mamie, Zytomyra, Summer Indian. These three to the line. It is.
I told you up front it was going to be a wild finish. I did not lie. 3 of them together on the wire. You ready for this? Definitely Mamie definitely won, but not by much. She beat Summer Indian a sneeze in 153 and 4. Number 6, Zytomyra, which happens when you get too much oil on your complexion, I hear. With Jackie and Gracia, we love, driving for her husband, Frank. They're great folks. Squeezed in for third, and that was Saturday's 8th here at Mohegan Sun. Heather's got that for you.
All right, we have winners over Trotter's purse, $25,000. Number 3 is Tober. He's the favorite in here, and he's hit the board his last 11 starts, including top trots here at Pocono, Yonkers, and at Tioga. Then number 6 is Havacadabra. Steps up in class, but he's really feeling confident. He's looking for his 3rd straight victory. And then number 7 is Sevruga.
Easy for you to say.
I know, right? Okay, went off stride last time out, but that's very uncharacteristic of him.
Tober, very consistent effort from this one week after week. Tui, the mare who's being honored here, has won 2 of 3. She wants to get by, but Tober won't let her. Meanwhile, Sevruga watching it all, licking his chops there for Andy Miller. Another length and a half back to Havacadabra, who's moving up into this group tonight. Then comes Rose Run Hooligan, Coco Lindy at the back, and he's perfect. Tober with the edge at the half, 55 and 2, 28 and 3, second panel. And Tober disposes of the challenge of Tui, who now starts to backtrack. Just couldn't get past tonight. But Sevruga getting the best of it in that trip on the inside. And he's perfect, picking off horses on the outside for Mike Simons. Moves to within a length and a half. Havacadabra tries to catch that wind on the outside. Then comes Rose Run Hooligan. But Tober still holding steady by about a length at 3/4, 124 and 1, 28 and 4 on the back. Tober and George Knapp trying to get home now. Sevruga has been tracking all the way. Outside Andy's perfect, fading. Far outside, Havacadabra coming up. Top of the stretch now. It's Tober with the lead. Sevruga bearing down on him on the outside. Tober doing all he can. Sevruga has the momentum, and Sevruga gets the bounce back performance.
The brothers really battle it out here. We've got Tober, driven by George Napolitano Jr. He's on the inside, and then Tui, driven by Anthony Napolitano. He's parked on, I'm not going to let you spit on this show. We are in a nice studio, okay? So, all right. Yes, okay, he's parked on the outside. They go head-to-head, the beginning of the mile. Tober finally dismisses Tui, but then there's Sevruga, driver Andy Miller. They're just sitting pretty, taking it all in, letting the boys battle up front. And Tober ends up being second, while Sevruga ends up winning in 152 and 4. By the way, though, Tober was second, placed 4th because he blocked the passing lane to Rose Run Hooligan. So then Havacadabra, 3rd place second. Rose Run Hooligan, 4th place 3rd. Did you get that? And then Tober was placed 4th.
And
so a little bit of placing there. Tui, she was 7th, but she still got to go to the winner's circle because...
She's the spitting image of herself?
Yeah. She was named the overall mare of the year. So after this race, she went back to the winner's circle. She got her beautiful pink blanket, and she was honored.
And I'm honored to hear her name, Tui. And stay with us when we come back. We'll have more racing action from Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs, and Kelly will be here to give you her picks. I'm so excited when she's going to make picks. I don't know what to say.
Sevruga.
There you go. Stay with me.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hi, and welcome back to the show. Let's get back to the racing action as promised. Saturday's 10th race here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Condition trotters, winners over $25,000 in their lifetime. You know what that means. High-class horse flesh. $25,000 on the line. Number 3, Rockin' the House with Matt Kakali. The 6-5 chalk. Number 4, Woodstock Hanover with Andrew McCarthy was 5-2. And number 2, Eagle All with Tom Jackson was 7-2. And with a call, Jim Baviglia.
It's Rockin' the House. Took this field all the way last time out for a win. He's the 6-5 favorite here for Matt Kakali. Woodstock Hanover in a good spot in the pocket for McCarthy. 2 back to the Yonkers shipper, Eagle All third. Then a big gap to another one from Yonkers, Rafferty Hanover. Diamond Stick Pin heads out into the air first over for George Knapp. Keystone Velocity won in this class a couple weeks back. He follows that cover. Mustang Art trails. Half miles 55-4. 28-2 second panel. Fractions are solid, but not too overpowering for these. Rockin' the House leading it by about a length. Still Woodstock Hanover riding the pocket there. Outside Diamond Stick Pin has moved to within 2 of the lead, but having to do it on his own. Inside Eagle All boxed in. Following cover 5th there, Keystone Velocity at the back. Rafferty Hanover and Mustang Art. Nothing's changed up front. Rockin' the House still in control at 3/4. 123-3. 27-4 on the back. It's still Rockin' the House once again trying to go gate to wire. Diamond Stick Pin continues to improve. Keystone Velocity revving up out wide. Woodstock Hanover still waits his chance. Top of the stretch here, Rockin' the House with the lead. Woodstock Hanover strong on the inside now. Woodstock Hanover toe-to-toe with Rockin' the House and taking over.
Woodstock Hanover got the jump on Rockin' the House, got the lead, and parked Rockin' the House on a 27-4 first quarter. Rockin' the House finally cleared and cut the mile, but Woodstock Hanover got up late to win in 151-3. This is a trotter, mind you, thank you. I told you there was high-class horse flesh. Rockin' the House was second, number 1. Rafferty Hanover off at 13-1 with Brandon Simpson, closed decently for third. Kelly is here. She's got her selections for the week to fatten up your bankroll, so sit right there.
Thanks, Heather and Steve. We're here at Pocono, and even though we're closed for the racing season, there's plenty of action to talk about. First off, coming tonight at Yonkers, their open race comes in the 6th, and it's an open pace. I like the 4 in there, Sapphire City. He is one of the fastest pacers on the grounds right now. He really takes to the half-mile track, and we've seen him move up through the rankings this year, going from those lower-level claimers all the way up to the opens. My only hesitation against him is he could need some cover in here to get the win. So if he can pick some up behind the speedy Great Vintage, I see him getting past the finish line first. 4, 8, 3, and 7. Those are my picks at Yonkers and race 10. Turning the page to Sunday, Dover Downs. We have some matron stakes action going on. Race number 10, I like the Breeders' Crown Champ, the 6 Heston Blue Chip. Last week he fired from the gate, going the first quarter in 25-2. He's just remarkable. He was able to hold on to the lead into the stretch and hold off some tough closers in there. He romped to victory in 49 flat. That was his 4th consecutive victory this year. Now, trainer Linda Toscano says he's really in sharp shape. Makes him hard for me to go against. 6-2, 5-1 in race 10 at Dover. We'll see who will come out and make it to the finals next week. $250,000 on the line December 2nd at Dover. It'll be a good one. We'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Kelly. Great picking job in 2012. And, you know, Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs has closed, but racing action will continue via simulcasting here, but we'll be back on our regular perch next week at Harrah's, Philadelphia, where racing continues through the 29th of, I think it's done 29th of December?
Yes.
Till almost the year's end, okay? And for all of us here at PA Harness Week, including Bruce Casella, my partner Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to get high on harness.
It's only natural.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway. Starting fast outside there. Messenger to the air.